Morgan Rose kind of put the band together.
History with us.
That's about all we got to say about that.
Me and Vinny got together in like 92.
We jammed for a week and went out and did our first show because we had like 3 songs or something, 2 songs.
We wanted Clint like from the get-go, but he wouldn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, right.
We just didn't care. It was drinking buddies and just started basically writing songs with no intention other than to just have fun.
Let's get a bunch of guys together to drink and have a good time and smoke, and some cats that liked each other, because we all came from bands that I guess people didn't get along with each other, and there was always a lot of egos. And so we just actually jammed and had a good time. We didn't set out to get a record deal.
We really never picked a direction. It wasn't like we said, okay, we got to be this or that or the other thing. We just kind of just started jamming. I mean, it was just one of those things. We never really spoke to each other about what we were doing. We just did it, and then it just kind of turned into what it was.
If anything, we just kind of wanted to be a heavy band with instead of a rap or just all scream. We want to, because of the way LJ sings, melodies on top of a contrast that we thought would be good.
An electric energy. The first time we got together, man, it was amazing.
It was cool. We wrote songs and, we basically just played, enough gigs to be able to pay the rent so we could keep rehearsing so that we could write more songs, and just kept going and going and going. And we really didn't even play that many shows outside of Atlanta.
Any band that gets together, when they first get together, they're still trying to figure out the chemistry of one another. And we did some weird things. There were some weird looking noggins back then, we had some weird looking haircuts.
I'm just sitting there like looking at my father saying, holy shit, it's happening. So, dream come true.
Yep. It all came together right out of Atlanta with a fan base of probably about 500 people.
500 friends, they're all friends.
What was that?
Probably all parents and stuff. Let's go drink beer, see Sevendust. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we got signed on a total fluke. I mean, we were playing a club that had about 120 people in it. They didn't even like what we were doing.
I believe it was a strip club, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought it was a strip club they were walking into.
They walked in,
there were some ugly girls up on stage.
We negotiated a record deal for 9 months and then ended up signing a record deal, and couldn't believe that wow, this project that we put together just to have fun and do music, we were actually getting ready to have a record deal, and it happened, man.
On the first record, 21 months, with probably 10 days off in the whole time frame.
462 shows.
462 shows on the first record, which could be a record, I don't know.
It showed in our faces when we got home, no doubt.
That's like 462 hangovers as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember making the band really tight, and I feel like we had to do that, and I feel like that's how Sevendust has the respect they have. We're known to be, not afraid to be out there on the road and tour, and to get the respect from the people. Maybe not so if, you don't see us on MTV or whatever as much, but they know that we're going to come into town and kick their ass, and I think that's a good thing.
I can imagine to be like you, the pain and the suffering.
I try to write about songs that really deal with what's going on in my life, and maybe not what's going on in my life, but something that everyone can get something out of and can relate to. Like Bitch, was the song that I wrote. I can't imagine to be like you because of the pain and the suffering you put me through. And I believe everyone in their life has had someone that's been an influence that might have done something very bad, and just things like that. I think we all try to write about things that everyone can relate to.
Bitch.
Bitch. Bitch. Bitch was a song written about this girl who stole Clint's guitar that we found out later on. That was the meaning behind it to start with.
Bitch was kind of one of those songs when we were getting ready to go into the studio that we knew was probably going to end up being, a single, just because of the melody that was in the chorus.
Everybody knows a bitch, male, female. We know them all.
You know what I say to her now? I see her today, and I said,
something negative then turned into something more positive, because when you see people all across the world singing that song, it's an incredible energy.
That's like our signature song almost now. It's like everybody can relate to that.
That's the first song me and John, I think, wrote together.
Yeah.
Sat down and actually.
That was one of the funny thing about that song is we never really finished that up until we had to. Because you remember that one, it kind of started and then it stalled, and then it started again and it stalled, and that ended up being one of my favorite songs on the record.
We were talking about that as a band the other day. That song is like from the old school. That's deep in the archives.
And these are old songs.
Too Close to Hate, By My Time. That song was just definitely talking about just the angriness that we went through being a local band and growing up and trying to play here and trying to play there and having all the attitudes around the different musicians that we grew up around and all the cockiness and the enviness. And that's what I always say. I always feel like everyone's always too close to hate, if that makes sense.
I remember praying.
Prayer was a song written, LeJean wrote the lyrics to that. It was basically a song about him and his brother growing up. How they used to pray before going to bed. That's actually more of a personal thing with him.
Prayer, I wrote that song for me and my little brother, and I just wrote that song and said, this is my prayer for you, and a wish that his life will, he'll have everything that he wants in his life and continue to do good and not go down the wrong path.
He speaks just about a shit talker that you want to beat the hell out of.
Speak.
That was a weird thing because that's like one of the songs that have like all the vocals going on, like Morgan B and LJ singing. Yeah, there's a part that you sing on it too.
Well, live, yeah. I'll yell some stuff out live.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
John wrote the song Black. He asked me and Morgan to come in and do a demo with him, and it was kind of cool. He actually had words and he actually sang on it. I still got a copy of that. We'll have to bust it out sometime. It's pretty good.
Black was one of the older songs that was in the set. We actually got rid of it. We weren't playing it at all.
I played Black, including soundcheck. I must have played Black like 900 times or more. I hate that fucking song.
We still don't know how to play the damn song.
I joined the band and like that's one of my favorite songs that I.
But we weren't jamming it,
I guess that song to me, I'm minding my own business, was more so a song that went towards people that wanted to keep me back from doing the shit that I wanted to do, and it had a great groove. And I don't know, Black. That's still one of my favorite songs to this day. When I hear it, it just does something to me. And that song for Sevendust will always be a strong song for us.
He slapped the intro on it. It became that little signature, startup. Everybody knows exactly what's coming when that, they hear that.
Sevendust has arrived.
That was a whole Steve Gottlieb, president of TVT idea, and actually it worked out great because, what a lot of people probably don't know is that when we came out, it was a lot different. There was really no radio at all for our kind of music. The first week we came out, we sold 311 records, and I don't think we ever sold more than 6,000 in 1 week on the first record, and it went gold because we had to stay out on the road for 2 years. But now, there's bands, they come out, I've never even heard of them. I look at SoundScan, they've sold 5,000 a week, and it's because of radio and MTV. And MTV just really didn't know anything about us and didn't really care. We didn't get a lot of radio support for a long time, and we didn't get any MTV support on the first record. So instead of doing a big budget video and having it played maybe once or twice, and
It's beautiful.
and then thrown in the closet.
Amazing.
Oh man. Instead of doing that, we just decided, why don't we just pay the money that it would cost to do the video and do a live concert and let people really see what we're all about, which is, a bunch of spitting, bird flicking, high jumping, kicking the shit out of each other, full contact sport of Sevendust on stage.
A lot more people saw it than I thought would see it. And I had all kinds of people calling me, I just saw you on TV, I just saw you playing it somewhere, blah, blah, blah. It was the Metro in Chicago.
Watching LJ get land blasted by the crowd when he first tries to get into the video. He just didn't make it to the song.
He didn't make it to the beginning of the song, and we left it off because we were like, that's what happened. You know, he tried to go through the crowd, and it didn't go as planned.
Sludge, welcome to the Gumdrop Kingdom, and with us right now, the composers of the national anthem of the Gumdrop Kingdom, Sevendust, live in the studio.
Y'all make some noise for Sevendust.
Sevendust! Nuts, man.
What's up, Chicago?
It's heavy as hell. All them
That's
kids.
awesome.
Do y'all know who we are? Sevendust has arrived.
1035 Chicago, WRCX Chicago. Tomorrow, the big video shoot over at the Metro, 3730 North Clark. If you don't know where that is, I don't know. I don't want to know you. The video shoot's at 7. You got to get there at 10 a.m. to get a wristband and come back at 6. Doors will open and it's at 7. What can they expect from this video shoot kind of thing going on?
A lot of craziness.
Got a live audience out there. It's just unbelievable.
It's all right. It's all good. I'll see y'all on the stage since y'all gonna be up there before me and shit. It's all right. It's all good.
Crazy
At the beginning, I could see the band. I was like, no way. I'm gonna make it to the stage, man. When they start playing, they're gonna go nuts. I knew it.
Sevendust is not a music form, it's a sport. It's a full contact sport.
How do you guys describe your sound?
Country, rockabilly.
Gospel.
It's stressful enough trying to make sure that you put out the best thing that you can do, because it's going to be there for the rest of your life, your kids' life, and their kids. So better make it as good as you can.
You do all the things. You have a bad day. As soon as we get on the stage, man, it just, my mind just, I just leave. I'm there. You know what I mean? I'm having my adrenaline. It's just, that's my joy. You know, in this whole crazy business.
Did I say that I like playing on stage? I say I like playing.
Our music is the most important thing to us, and to be on that stage and to pour it out, we're pouring out our hearts, and that's where it's at.
Y'all having a good time yet? How many of y'all know this song?
The interaction that the band has with the crowd is just, you know, it's, I don't know, we feed off their energy, I guess. You know, because if they're into it, we're into it, we're into it, you know, it's a cohabitation type of thing.
so wonder upon my time. I look around. This world seems to bring me down.
Here we go.
You know, we're 5 guys. We got together. We like each other. That's why we started this band and started jamming, man. We've been having a good time ever since.
Take it. Take the picture. All right, get in there, quick.
Damn! Look at the massive frame that I took. Power involved in these guns. Look at that. I mean, no one messes with me, man.
Too old.
Seriously.
Look at Big Al's dry ass head.
Go!
Everyone rides. Everyone has a piece of the pie. You know?
One more.
That's a unique situation in itself because we all are a part of everything that we gain.
That it? One more.
Boing. I can't imagine to be like you. The pain and the suffering she put me through.
Bitch was just a song that was wrote about a roommate and she was a bitch. Chill out, ladies. We know you ladies got a lot of power in the music business now. We're not gonna step on their toes.
This next song we're gonna do is a song called Bitch. Once again, this is a new single on the album. suffering you put me through. I can't imagine to be like you. The pain and the suffering you put me through.
Kids come up to me and they say, man, I understand where you're coming from about that song Prayer. You know, I used to pray with my brother. I used to pray with my family. So that's you know, when they talk. Because we're not rock stars or anything. We're just a bunch of guys that got lucky to do our music. And that's what it's all about, you know.
Denial seems it had to go. Well, I don't need to say it all. Denial's left to all alone.
Welcome to Longview Farms. I just woke up.
Longview. Second album, Longview. First thing I can think of about Longview is that we gained 40 freaking pounds, man, a piece. And we
Best food in the
we
world.
were doing Taebo, lifting weights, sitting in saunas, and yeah, food was great there. It was one of them kind of joints, like everything was homemade. We lived up there, had a great time, Boston area, which is like home to us anyway. We have lots of friends up there. Toby Wright did the second record, and we were under a little stress doing it because, I mean, we hadn't hardly anything written.
That record was the most stressful thing we ever did.
You know, back to that 462 show run we did. After you come off the road for that long, you know, when people ask you, how much time do you need off? You know, we'd never had more than, you know, maybe 5 or 6 days off at any extended period of time. So, you know, a month sounds like forever. So we were like, yeah, a month. Give us a month off and we'll be ready to go.
But the whole experience there was incredible because we were able to be there, and that was the only thing we were doing was focusing on the music, and a couple of parties here and there too. You know, I gotta be honest about that. But Longview experience was great. You know, we worked with Toby. We did have a short period of time to do the album, but I feel like we did the best that we could with the time that we had.
It was cool working with Toby for the second record, because even though we didn't have a lot of time, it still seemed a lot more time than we had, even because of the first record we did it in 21 days. So we were still writing while we were in the studio, and that was kind of cool sometimes. Sometimes it would just be like kind of too much pressure.
It was like looking at a fucking newsroom right before a deadline.
Right.
I mean, you had me in one room writing lyrics, Clint in another room writing lyrics, somebody else and LeJean in another room, and all of a sudden you'd see people like run up and throw a piece of paper in a room and take off.
It was a pressure record for sure. You know, everything had to be finished as it was going on, just because we kind of set a deadline, and we had the Warped Tour set up.
Yeah.
We were going on the Warped Tour. It wasn't a question. We were on it.
Denial was one of those songs that I think a lot of bands have, that one song out of the whole bunch, you know, that you write. It's like one of those songs that you know is going to be one of the most important tracks on the record. And the music we had, it was really good. And it's one of those songs that just come really quickly, and you don't have to fight against the grain too much with it and try to figure out what part goes where. And it's just one of those things that worked out really good, you know. And the vocal, the chorus is really cool, and we just knew when we were doing that song that it was going to be basically one of the ones that we would probably release first, which we ended up doing.
Denial seems it had to come. Relied on me to say it all. That was a beautiful song. Actually, Morgan wrote that song, and I remember coming up with the melody. We were in Atlanta, Georgia, and I mean, it was kicking from the first run of that song. I don't think anything changed. It just went down from the first run, and Denial just it kicked ass, and that's still a strong song right now.
That sure didn't look like a little on the amateur side.
Like Waffle. Waffle's about getting beat down with a waffle.
Yep.
Waffle. We actually did a video for Waffle in New York. That was one of my favorite songs. A universe to feel. Just talking about everything that goes on in the world, and feeling like you're never going to make it back home, pretty much is what Waffle talks about too. You know, after being on the road for so long, and we dealt with learning a lot about each other and realizing, oh, we ain't never going home. They said it, and it's happening.
Whatever you say, whatever you say, bring me your light, make my life worth something more. Show me your light, bring your light, bring me your light, make my life worth something more.
Waffle. So that was a working name. It was a working name that just stuck for whatever reason. We didn't have a name for the song and everything that
The song's
threw out
about,
there.
basically about having a dry spell.
I need to find a meaning. I'm useless. I'm useless.
And the title for Waffle was a working title. I like to just go ahead and say that a lot of the Sevendust songs, the titles definitely don't have to do with the song, because Waffle, we don't talk about eating at the Waffle House or eating waffles in that damn song, but you know, it's just a working title, and it was something we kept. I think it's fun when we do things like that. We have a song on the new album that's probably gonna get changed, but it's called Shit Comes Out. It just happened to be a night we were all drinking and shit just came out. And it was a working title, and it's cool still, you know, leave it on there. You know, we have to tell the story. That'll be something down the line that I think is something that's fun to talk about, you know, it's a conversation.
Skin came in and pretty much ruled. We asked her to come over. She has so much talent in her bones, it's amazing. She walked in and we let her hear a few tracks, and she picked that one out. And we sat there and watched her. I was sitting there watching her write lyrics and get melodies and stuff with LJ, and it was just, she was schooling. That's what she was doing.
I wish you were so beautiful in my
Incredible. I think she's magic, and I've always said that. To work with Skin and also being a female, I think she is still the best vocalist that's out there as far as soul and conviction.
Had heard the CD and were just floored by how, you know, good she could sing. And then we saw her do it live, and it was just as good.
Man, it was magic. We went over to Munich and did a video for it over there, and as well as the people you guys all get to see. And I'm excited about that because in the States, that video wasn't able to be released.
Chino's my brother.
Chino's the man, no doubt.
Now that's about the most interesting fucking thing you can ever go through, watching him write a song.
That was awesome.
He's got a unique way of doing things, and it works, that's for sure.
And the same thing happened with Chino. We were all sitting down playing pool one night, thinking about, man, who else could we get on the album if we do something like that? I think Morgan and John said, why don't we call Chino? Called Chino up.
Chino will be here tomorrow.
He'll be here tomorrow. We're like, whoa, hang on a second.
It's killer, man.
He's just an idea, but he did. He came right out. And we had a great time.
That was one of the songs we were going to throw out.
Yeah,
and
that
Chino
one
was
was
listening.
out
We
there.
had like 4 or 5 different songs that.
I didn't figure he'd pick that one either. And he picked it. He was all over it. He was all about that one. He was like, this is one.
Yeah, he was supposed to be there for like 4 or 5 hours, and I just kept calling the airport and changing his ticket, and I'd say, man, you ain't going until tomorrow. He's like, that's cool, man, that's cool. That's cool, you know, let's just kick it, let's go. And then the next day he'd say, look, man, I'm feeling rough, man, what's going on? I'm like, you ain't going until tomorrow, man. I just talked to the airports, man, they're shut down. And I was just changing his fucking ticket every day, because he was good, positive energy to have around. It was a blast working with him.
definitely the highlight of our career.
That was unreal.
I think the fans give us more than we give them.
For Sevendust, it was an experience that we'll never forget. I hope that something like that could happen again.
We were the last band and added to that whole show, and we got put in a really good time slot, so it ended up working out really cool for us. It was
great. It was great huge for us. It was you know, that was actually the first time any real press even gave a damn about us, you know, to be totally honest with you.
Unreal. Too many people to fathom. You know, when you just walk out there and you look at just how wide the area is, just how many people are out there. It was incredible.
It was strange being on the Sunday, because it was a 3-day event, you know, and you could kind of see the wear and tear on the people. We were watching the whole thing driving up to Woodstock from, I forget where we were at, but
we're in Canada somewhere.
Yeah, and we're driving, we're watching all this, we're watching people get killed during Limp Bizkit's set, you know. We're like, damn, I hope we have enough, you know, I hope these people are still alive when we get there, you know, but they were and it was
there.
Awesome, man.
Sorry that we went up against Jules. That was kind of weird, but you know, it was a beautiful thing to hear her yodeling over the hill, and then us come out and start ripping, and all the kids run over top of the hill. It was like, yeah, this is cool.
Because today is my 30th birthday, August 7th, 1968.
Happy birthday, Lynn.
Thanks very much. I had to get my own plug there.
I'm Kurt Loder with MTV News. Singer James Lynn Strait of the hardcore band Snot was killed along with his dog Dobbs, the band's mascot and cover canine, in a 6-car collision in California last Friday afternoon.
To this day, it'll never go away. I know where I was. I know what I was doing. Godsmack was opening up for us, and we were in North Carolina, and we were going on stage in about 30 minutes. And our tour manager at the time, I was sitting back there playing video games, and I overheard him say, "No way." And I'm just sitting there, and he says, he died in a car crash. And I just stopped, looked over, concerned about who it was, and you know, he hangs the phone up and he just stared at me and he says, "Man, I just talked to Big Red and he's in Europe, and he said he just heard that Lynn Strait died in a car accident." And I was just like, complete shock right away, but just didn't really believe the whole thing.
We always consider them just like a West Coast version of what we were. We were all trying to do the same thing. We're 5 guys, the same unit, and basically they were like a huge inspiration to us as far as their live show and how energetic they were when we first saw them. And Lynn was a maniac, and he rode on the bus. They didn't have a bus when they first went out, so they would ride on ours with us, Lynn and Mikey, and you know, just spent a lot of time getting to know him, and thank God that we got a chance to, you know.
We were really on tour with them for like 4 or 5 months straight, with a little break for Christmas. And it was
it's a good experience.
It's a great experience. That was the growing years, you know. 250 people come out to see us and Snot play, and we did everything in our power to take each other down. That was the goal. You know, whoever was playing last was going to get upstaged by who's going on before them. You know, you win some, you lose some. It's just, I don't know, man, it was cool.
Snot, well, for us, Sevendust, I feel like we wouldn't be the band that we are today if it wasn't for the cats in Snot. Beautiful people. We started out a tour with those guys, and man, just the brotherhood that I guess with everyone that you go out, you always hope that you're going to learn something and have a working relationship, because it's a very hard business to be in. And Snot, for us, man, those were those guys. We were tight. And Lynn Strait was an incredible, beautiful person that had an incredible energy and was doing the same thing that we're all trying to do. And when his death came about, it was so shocking, because he was doing, like, I think they were recording their album or rehearsing, and he was just going home. And, you know, he had so many dreams. He had just kicked bad habits, and everything looked like it was going forward. So that was such a shocker, and I always say that we can't take being alive for granted, because it could happen to any of us. And so that led to Clint Lowry writing Angel's Son.
Basically, it's just a song written for Lynn's mother, you know.
We just went into a room. It was it was just an incredible experience to walk into a studio, and you walk in, the first thing I see is Lynn's girlfriend. And I look on the wall, and there's pictures of Lynn everywhere. And it was like he was in the room, and we sat in there and cried while we were tracking it. It was just, you know, it's an unbelievable experience.
And I remember when he did the music for it, it was beautiful. And he did the chorus, and it sounded so incredible. And they kept saying, "Hey man, why don't you write something, write something down, write some lyrics down." And I said I couldn't really sit down and write lyrics for that song, because his death was so unexpected. I felt like I just couldn't sit down and, what do you write? What do you say, when it comes to something like that? So when Angel's Son came around, I went into the studio after they went in LA and recorded the music, and I was in Phoenix, and it was time to do the vocals. And I said, just let me do what I'm gonna do. Let me do my thing. And that music came on, and I remember looking at Tuma, which was the bass player from Snot, and they had all the lights turned down. We had our candles going, and it was so surreal, because he had on a In Memory of Lynn Strait shirt, and that's all I could see, and I could barely see his face. And I remember seeing him crying. And wow, it was so incredible. I felt like Lynn's energy was there. And I just sang off the top of my head and what it was off my heart actually for Angel Sun. That's how that song came out.
You can tell how many people love Lynn, you know, by how much enthusiasm all those artists and singers did on the record, so it was cool.
You know, his family is just, they're just beautiful people, and we're very close to them as well. So to sit there and look at his mother sitting right next to me while I'm playing, and we're there for 14 or 15 hours, and this song is being played over and over for 14 or 15 hours, and there's not one time that the pain doesn't just slow down for a second. I mean, it's killing me just thinking about
it. Guys in Disturbed, Mark McGrath, the Girls in Kitty, Cold Chamber. Pretty much just System of the Down was there, man. Incubus. Everybody just showed up, and it really showed, the guys in showed the love and the respect that the guys in Snot and even Lynn Straight had as far as musicians and being people. And it was a great thing. And thank you guys, everybody that did that, if you guys get to see this video.
every single night. It doesn't matter whether the show sucks, whether there's anyone into what we're doing, or whether it sounds like shit, or whether you're sick, or whether you're tired, or anything. I mean, the weirdest things have happened when we've played that song. I mean, I've just seen different things.
Every time we play it, it's always emotional. It's different. We're doing a version of it on this record, and
it just takes you back to the beginning. It takes us all the way back to the beginning, back when it was, the first bus, the second or third tour. Just we're so new.
That's a hard thing to do. That still chokes me up every time we do it, but it turned out to be a beautiful song, and every word of it, we mean it.
This is Angel Sun. How many cigarette lighters are out there? What y'all doing? Life is changing. I can't go on without you rearranging. I will be strong. I'll stand by you. You are fighting every day. So how do I? Love to say, one soul given to an angel soul. As soon as you will go, as soon as you will go.
fucking heard you. I know I cracked.
The bass is taken away from the vocals a little bit. The bass is taken away from the vocals.
Correct. First record, I was singing something flat, or no, sharp. Vinny's going sharp. I was like, I know, man. And I did it again. He goes, sharp. I was like, I know, man. Did it again. He goes, sharp. I was like, I fucking heard you the first time, second time, and fucking third time. I know I'm fucking sharp. Leave me the fuck alone. He goes, sharp. This is the first time we really spent any time writing. So
exactly.
Even before we got a record deal, we never actually did any real playing.
And I'm so excited about it. I've never been more excited about anything because I feel the songs are mature and strong. Every song. There's not a song on this album that I feel like, we can throw that away. They're all strong. The lyrics are there. The music is definitely there. Sonically, we're catching it right now. And it's, I don't know, I'm just excited. I wish we had it right now because I'll sing some shit right now. Let's do it.
This would be the most versatile record that we've done. Sure. It's like there's a lot of elements, the song is a lot of different just vibes that we have,
But it's there's a certain continuity that is throughout the whole thing, which is, the last record was a little bit more detached just because it was, it was the pressure cooker thing. This one has a sound. The whole record has a sound to it. It's cool. It's really cool. It's a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be, which is good.
You just don't sound good. You know
In the hole. I'm the greatest golfer in the world!
Where's the ball? Oh, there's the ball in the fucking hole. Where's that ball? Not in the fucking hole. Just, another day in the life of Sevendust.